be the Thunder off the tip. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. Terrific performances. So, Steve, is the contract year boost a myth or is it a real thing?
Kevin, it's a very real thing. A lot of players play much harder in a contract year.
Williamson kicks to Lewis. Valanciunas dishes to Ingram. Releases from 15. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Takes it inside and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lewis outside. There's the pass to Williamson. Here's Valanciunas. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Williamson with the ball. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson. One shot.
He's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw good from Williamson. Even with all the hype Zion had coming into the NBA, Steve, I don't think folks expected him to have such an immediate impact.
It really was a wild first few months for Zion.
Yeah, okay, you got the lead now, but even your best ain't gonna be
when he
good
made
enough.
it onto the court, he reminded everyone right away, Kevin, what a unique talent he is.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in. 6 on the shot clock. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
I know he's young, but there's a maturity to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. He takes what you give him.
Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, then another. Really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
Passes it to Ingram. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You can't let Ingram get established down there. When he does, he burns you from it.
Robinson Earl. Guarded by Valanciunas. To the middle. Lays it up off the glass.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Even early in his career, Zion Williamson presents problems for defenses, even after they forced a missed shot. Coach said Zion is a bull in a china shop when it comes to offensive boards. We need to get bodies on him whenever there is a missed shot, or he'll eat us alive. Kevin, that means 5 guys have to pay attention to Zion at all times. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Valanciunas.
They have the size that Valanciunas has. There aren't many.
Going with the whole hoop.
Make something happen. Let's go.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
MP! Sleep past your alarm clock today?
Robinson Earl. Guarded by Valanciunas. Buckets passes to Deck. It's good, and the New Orleans lead has cut down to 3. from Buckets.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
They've got Buckets, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Lewis with the three. It's rebounded by Giddey. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Buckets. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 3. Ingram at the elbow. Shooting foul as the
Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Brandon Ingram.
Cornerstone for the Lakers. But things change fast in this league.
And one thing that's obvious from interviews and social media is that Brandon Ingram has a terrific work ethic.
Yeah, this is a guy who really knows the value of hard work. It seems like he's always putting in hours at the gym or working on finding new ways.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Lewis.
Alexander Walker.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New Orleans.
Let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Pelicans.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
No good from Buckets.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the inside, Robinson Earl.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Alexander Walker passes to Williamson. Ingram with it. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Buckets, guarded by Valanciunas. No good from Buckets.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got it.
Timeout call for the Thunder.
Oklahoma City. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. 1:49 left to play here in the half.
Make some noise!
Pass to Buckets. Second chance shot. Rejected by Ingram.
With that 7'3" wingspan, Brandon Ingram is having no trouble getting to that shot.
He's having a tough.
Pelican section. Substitution on the court. That's the end of the first half with a score. Your Thunder, 27. The Pelicans, 40.
Back in 2002, you led the NBA in three-point shooting at over 47% a game. How would you have liked playing today?
I would have loved it, Kevin. The reason why, I could have shot more threes, and with more threes gives you more stats, and with more stats gives you the bag.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ingram and Williamson are the forward.
Brandon Ingram.
Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. And the pass to Buckets. Misses the 3.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Floats it up for Williamson. The shot missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Lewis with it. Now guarded by Buckets. Back to Lewis. Now here's Valanciunas. D right on him. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
Fade away. That shot misses. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Passes to Buckets. To the paint. Jack passes to Buckets. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
At the line for your thunder, Buckets. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 14. Lewis gets the bucket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
They set the pick. Here's Deck, covered by Williamson. Jack passes to Buckets. Clock at 4. Shoots over Ingram. And too long on the shot. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
The key for Brandon is shooting with confidence. When he does this, he buries these trays.
Buckets. He's covered by Ingram. Right wing, picked off in midair. Here's Alexander Walker. He has 5. From the line, rebounded by Buckets. Buckets got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes.
Pass the Deck. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. No good from Buckets.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech.
Timeout for Oklahoma City. It's time for defense. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Thunder Girls.
They increased the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouragement.
Substitution on the court. The Pelicans call timeout.
Got to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans' coach going over their plan during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, thanks. We've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 17. Pass to Deck. Inside, here's Buckets. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So
At the line for your Thunder, Buckets.
stats for New Orleans.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
I love how efficient Zion is. Dependable at picking smart shots to take.
Lewis kicks to Ingram. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Out to Ingram. 5 to shoot. Lewis with the 3. That shot no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Pelicans leading by 15. The pass to Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. Lewis outside. Passes it to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Off target with his three.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Yeah, and that one is stuffed right through.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Gilgeous-Alexander off the pick from Buckets. Down low. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Buckets got 4 points now in the quarter. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Hart. Williamson double team. Lewis outside. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Williamson. Another miss by Williamson. Thunder trailing by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for New Orleans.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box, there were some great numbers for Brandon Ingram.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Here's Buckets. Pass to Giddey. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. There's the pick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here.
That's the end of the game. Thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please take care and get home safely.
Why did I
We'll see you
bother
at the
showing
next
up
event.
tonight? Obviously, you guys didn't show.
God.
So the Clippers win the tip, and the race for MVP already heating up, Doris. If you look 5 years out, who do you see in that competition?
Boy, B.A., great question, and so much is about health and can your team be successful, but you have to watch names like Luka Doncic, like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, all electric in terms of what they bring between the lines.
Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Kawhi Leonard so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
From behind the arc. Buckets can't hit. Bledsoe against Gilgeous-Alexander. Bledsoe, the pass to George. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time.
Kawhi Leonard. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Here's Leonard. Banked it in off the glass. Leonard's gotten his second bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pass to Bledsoe. Now here's Ibaka. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
His defense, I mean, still solid overall. Not the rim protector, though, that he once was.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 so far. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's buckets. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Screen by Deck. Buckets can't hit. And you know, Grant, with Ibaka on defense, for a while he was one of the best shot blockers in the league.
I mean, he still changes shots, just doesn't block them. He's also more disciplined on leaving his feet. I mean, he can still turn a few shots away every so often.
Deck. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Ibaka. Leonard for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to buckets. Here's Deck. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's buckets. Leonard defending. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Here's buckets. Leonard defending. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Timeout call. Clippers.
Score surprise.
Clippers substitutions.
Dort against Kennard. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Outside for Dort. Pass to buckets. Tipped. The Canadian pair of Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort, the backcourt. Then there's Gabriel Deck, and it's buckets in at the 3. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Leonard outside. Wing shot on the way, and he drops that one in. Leonard's got 6.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Inside. Robinson Earl. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Their last encounter was in Los Angeles.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. Leonard's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Kennard finds Leonard. Here's Hartenstein to the inside. They get it back. There's Jackson with the 3. Can't get it to drop. Oklahoma City trailing. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander fires hitting the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd basket of the night.
At 6'6", you can see shot ready. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, good use of the catch and shoot.
Here's Leonard, and the basket is good. And the Clippers lead by 5.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Buckets. Down low. The layup off target.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. No good that time. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Sometimes it's about the talent disparity, and it would have taken a massive effort for them to even be competitive, and it was nothing close to that.
Dort for 3. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers in the lead.
Thanks. Buckets in the last game against the Pelicans was definitely a factor. He ended up with 9 points and a season-high number of rebounds. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
Yeah, he put forth a commanding performance.
Out for Oklahoma City. Fans around the section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the longest.
He's got to find...
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Thunder, 19. The Clippers, 35.
Tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Paul George out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Eric Bledsoe. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Morant. You got the Pels with Zion. You got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer and has the ability to dominate in this league.
There's Jackson with the 3. The Thunder with the rebound. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Buckets. He's covered by Bledsoe. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position. So at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
13 feet out. Buckets with a rebound. And the Thunder shooting a rough 29% from the field here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. To the middle. Robinson Earl laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Leonard. And down it goes. 2 points. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, a multiple-time winner of Finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard understands I've got my offensive game in rhythm. Let me go to work.
Pass to Giddey. Inside. Here's buckets. And he jams it home with authority.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Bledsoe. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Eric Bledsoe's.
Timeout for Oklahoma City.
Institutions.
Not tonight, Coach. Not tonight.
We've got Gabriel Deck, and it's Giddey in at the 2. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Buckets can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Now here's Leonard, guarded closely. Off the left rim and out. And there's the screen. Here's buckets. Pass to Giddey. Clock at 6. Here's buckets. Leonard defending. Shot from 12. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Buckets can't hit.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
2 points. That one goes.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Thunder foul.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Personal foul. First team foul. Clippers substitution, Reggie Jackson.
It's George on the wing. And it's good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 13.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Buckets. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot.
Never seen a luckier team in my life.
First team foul. At the line.
Defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
Yeah, and one more stat that jumps out is their steal total. They have wreaked havoc on the defensive end.
Bledsoe, he's checked in for Batum.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, there's a comfortability for Kawhi Leonard in the mid-range. Boy, he can catch his rhythm right there.
Pass to buckets. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Draining his first 3 of the game. No doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Count it. Leonard's got 14 points now in the second half.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Pass to buckets. There's a screen. Here he goes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Zubats, he's checked in for Ibaka. And he's good on the second. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Bledsoe against Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard on the wing. Bledsoe with it. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with a 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Buckets. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Bledsoe outside. Leonard with the ball. Deck's there. The shot no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kawhi Leonard.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Down low. Shots good by Buckets. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Leonard outside.
Thunder foul. Buckets. That's
Yo, what's up, man?
This isn't a good environment for me to develop professionally.
So, what's going on with you and Frank Valentine?
Yo, so I just got off the phone with your agents, and they want me to set up an interview. There he is, the wardrobe trailblazer, the style originator.
Yeah.
So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. When you know you're on a championship contender grade, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys having an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Now here's Morant. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Jackson has the open look. That three off the mark. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brooks has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Grizzlies. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daigneault. David, what did he say?
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate.
At the line for the Thunder.
Only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David. And he can't hit the second. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant.
When Morant drives, he's so tough to stop. His agility makes beating the D look so easy.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Way to shoot the lights out. Love it.
Morant scanning the floor. Adams with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by Morant.
You can do that every time up the floor.
put Morant in the pick and roll. Just let him go to work.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And here are the Grizzlies now after the miss from buckets. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Buckets. Over Morant. No good from Buckets. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
And here are the Grizzlies. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Bain. 11-point game his last outing. Out to Morant from outside the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I like their focus.
Timeout for Oklahoma City.
Thunder trailing by 21. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Then there's Buckets. And it's Baisley in at the 4.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Adams sets the pick for Brooks. And the Grizzlies tap on 2 more.
Good at taking what he sees. Give Brooks this in-between shot. Man, he's going to knock it down.
Here's Buckets. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Automatic! Everything's going in!
Grizzlies on defense. Back to Dort. Here's the screen. 5 on the clock.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Buckets in that last game against the Clippers played an important role for them. He ended up with 8 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. We'll see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah, well, he made it look easy last time out. I mean, he's in sync from the get-go. We'll see, though, if he can replicate that rhythm tonight.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. You don't want to hear this news as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Wow, fellas, really tough news. It's going to have a big effect on the rest of the guys. Always so hard to have a teammate go down like that. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
To the inside. Baisley, good. Baisley's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
So timeout call here. The first.
All right, you can set it up in court. Come on and get back to go. 16, the Thunder, 35.
Memphis leading by 15. Up at the forward spots, it's Anderson and Jackson. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bane in at the two-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. Anderson can't get it to go.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Giddy the pass to Buckets. It's over Morant. No good on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
They set the screen. Here's Buckets, and he banks in the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Anderson outside. It's Morant in the corner. Adams with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is off.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Driving the lane to the paint. Robinson Earl. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulder. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Steven Adams making his last shot. Buckets. He's covered by Anderson.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Bane. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Jackson. The kick out to Anderson. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Buckets. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
Jackson down low. That one off the back iron and out.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Bane passes to Anderson. Morant outside. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Anderson wide open. Here's Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line from him. Coming up to the floor for the Thunder.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Anderson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's a good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Baisley in at the 4 spot. Here's Giddey. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason while they're in control. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Yep, it counts.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Clark outside. Bain passes to Anderson. And it's Clark in the corner. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you've got to knock down.
Buckets defended by Anderson, and the shot goes in.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And the layup is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Inside. Here's Buckets. The shot comes out. Good D by Anderson. Grizzlies have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Count the bucket coming up. Perfectly placed assist. And it's 7 points for Kawhi. Anderson. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Heading it down. And finished off by Anderson.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And he trains the three. Good-looking shot there from Buckets. Buckets got 5 points now in the quarter. Morant's against Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up on the block. Jackson misses. Thunder trailing by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
So looking at the season total, this will be their...
That's the game, folks, and go.